Hello, everyone. Let's see if the broadcast is starting. I just thought I'd stop by my channel. I haven't been here for a while. Just before I start talking and stuff. Oh, I got to sign into the chat. There we go. All right. So if you are there, I just wanted to say hello and to let you know that I wanted to give you an update on what's been going on, what I want to do with the channel, and I have some questions for you. And I also want to talk about how to navigate through these times. So if you are there, just a sec, because I am going to be tapping into the chat where you can come by and say hello. It's been a while. And to be honest, I'm really, really heartwarmed and pleased to see that the subscribership has maintained itself over this long period of time. And yeah, so now I got to put my password in. That's going to take a minute. So yeah, I have been doing, I needed to take a break because I needed to allocate my time to my family and I had things to do. But now I'm finding that I do have more time where I could come and broadcast and help any of you out there that have any questions or that are going through things. And also, I just miss connecting with you. I also wanted to mention that I was thinking about changing the trajectory of my channel a bit because because my life has changed and I find that, oh, it wants me to go on my app, confirm, and yes, it's me. Okay, so if you are out there, say hello in the chat area now. Hold on a sec, there it goes. I'll say hi first. Yeah, I was thinking that I would like to, let's see if we got, I can't tell from here if anyone is in the room. That's my dog. So anyways, I can't see if you're in the room, so it would be great to know. Hey, little one, come. It would be great to know if you're here and you could say hello. Otherwise, I wanted you to know that on the weekends I'll be coming back to my channel and I wanted to explore to find out from you, ask you questions. Here, let me get, oh my God, one moment. Okay, he seems to have calmed down. Someone came to the door right at the moment where I pressed live, but you know how it is. So I may or may not be keeping this video up. So if you are here, have a look-see and watch, because I want to ask you your opinion about what you would like to see more of on my channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Silvia Isachsen, and I have a spiritual show that I do on the weekends. Sometimes on Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays. And it was a very successful channel because of you all participating and joining, and we had a membership and everything. And I still want to continue. However, I don't believe I will be doing near-death experience videos, although I absolutely love them. I think that they're fantastic. It was no longer, it was a source of anxiety to constantly be finding new people that hadn't been interviewed and to ask them. And I'm still very much into spirituality. I still very much believe in life after this life and eternity and all those things. However, I feel like I would like a closer connection, not just being an interviewer and asking people questions, but also asking you questions, asking you about your spiritual experiences and how you have been progressing since the last time that we spoke. I know a lot of you have been communicating with me via email or via Facebook or Messenger, and I really appreciate that. And many of you have become my close friends, which is really, that's been one of the excellent, best parts about being a YouTuber and a creator, is that I was able to make such great friends here with you all. Now, currently I'm broadcasting on a day where people are not expecting me to come on this day. And in part, I did it so that I could test my microphone. So If you are listening or watching, let me know if you can hear me okay and that the video is good, because I had to pull out all of my equipment and start all over again after a very long period. And I was kind of a little, wasn't sure whether I wanted to come back, and like, I didn't know how. I knew I wanted to, but I just didn't know how. And also the fact that I think that a lot of people wanted me and want me to do near-death experience interviews. But if you've noticed in the near-death experience interviews that I really didn't get an opportunity to A, speak, and B, communicate. And that's so important to me. And that's going to be the big change on my channel, is me communicating with you and you interacting. And that's why I love going live. Going live to me is like, a lot of people, it makes them nervous and they're worried. Like, remember when my dog was barking? They're worried about interruptions or other things, how they look, how it's going, criticism. I'm not worried about those things. I feel that what's important to me is to seize the day to create as a creator, both on YouTube and in real life. And that's going to be my focus. I will have two channels. One of my channels, and that's part of the reason why I want to communicate with you today. One of my channels is going to be all about how to start your own YouTube channel, how you can communicate with your audience. You can tell your story if you have a book, a website, a course, a workshop, a master class, and you would like to actually teach that. On my other channel, I'm going to be teaching you how you can do that. And I don't know if you know this, but many of the NDE interviewers, or a few of them, I want to say about a dozen of them, I did help them really get their channel started and rolling. They had their channel started, but they didn't have their branding and weren't getting as many views as they wanted to. So this is what I will be doing on the other channel. On this channel, I will be sharing more intimate videos about live streams and videos about my day-to-day life being a spiritual person, and how the things that I learned, the dreams that I have. And again, if you have been a subscriber on my channel or a watcher of my channel, you know that I do have dreams regularly, and I'm still having them. Interestingly enough, during the break that I took, that I needed to take to serve my family and to do the things I needed to do in my life, also there, as a spiritual person, you might appreciate this through your growth. There are times when you are communicating and kind of exercising the principles that you have learned. And then there's other times that you are taking rest and actually going through the process that it takes to learn the things that you will eventually act out in your life and create in your life. And so I was in a long period of learning and serving, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. There were some tough times in the learning process. However, I feel like what you gain from doing introspection and from serving is invaluable. And if I really think about it, anything valuable that I've extracted through going in has come during times where it isn't always pleasant. And then finally, I wanted to help you navigate during this time. I've been receiving emails and messages about, what to do with what's happening around right now, but I am not concerned about it, and I will share reasons why, and why you shouldn't be, it shouldn't dictate how you feel every day of your life, because I truly do believe in the message that I was hoping to spread on my channel, is that you are eternal, and because of that, there is no end to your life, and also that you can communicate and create. That's the key word there, is you can create your own home environment, your own town or city environment. You are instrumental in making the choices of how you feel and how you interact in the world. Hi, good to see you. Hey, would you do me a favor and let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay? Because this is the first time I'm setting up my microphone again in a while, and I hope I set it up okay, that it's not too low or too loud. Anyways, moving on to, and this is A. Wilson, is it? Yeah, great. So if you are at all struggling, I absolutely would love to hear questions that you have about your own personal spiritual journey, and or questions that you have about the reality that we're all creating collectively and individually, or whether you have health situations. Oh, okay, good. We can hear you loud and clear. Okay, thank you, Angel P. That's great. Thank you. And thank you, A. Wilson. Yeah, so I'm coming back to my channel. I'm pretty stoked about it, and I'm coming back with a whole new inner world coming out. And I really went deep into learning about what brings joy, and what brings balance and peace. And personally, that's my goal. And I know that if you are here in my channel, that that's your goal too. And in a world where it feels like, it really does feel like, would you agree that everything is kind of opposite to what to what's conducive to being spiritual, being joyful, being balanced, and all that. And I live in the world, the world that we all live in. However, I have learned a secret that I would love to share. And the secret came to me from a dream that I had when I was in Sedona, Arizona. And that dream changed me forever. And in that dream, I learned that basically everything that we see, and FYI, I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, it's not popular. The message from that dream that has transformed my life and given me joy isn't the most popular. Whenever I tell people, so it's differing responses. So what I learned is that everything that you're seeing right now is a reflection of your inner world, or as your inner kingdom, the kingdom, and it's in you, and then you're expressing it. So everything you see. So if that's the case, and I continually say this, if that's the case, then you have the power to create the health, the abundance, the level of peace, and everything outside of you. When you don't know this, what happens is your inner world kind of goes wild. So the outer world feels very chaotic. But when you understand that you are the creator and the empower of your inner world, then you're able to really start projecting a reality and a a life that's really joyous. Anyways, I'm not going to go on too long because I'm coming back on the weekend. I will see you here. I think that I really want to come on Saturdays because Saturdays is a fun day, but I could also come on Sundays, which, yeah, probably be Saturday. How does Saturday work for you? Saturday, and I usually come on at 10 a.m. Pacific, and I'm wondering if I should go back to that time. What do you guys think about that time? And also, do you have questions for me? Like, I would love if you have something that has been weighing on you, and it's whether it's about the spirit world or your inner world or your outer world, I would be happy to answer while I'm here impromptu, because a lot of the a lot of the messages that I've received, they come in different categories. Oh, it's perfect time. Okay, good. So one category is that a lot of people will ask me what happens to my loved ones after they leave this earth, or what happens to my pets after they leave this earth, and that is a very justifiable question. I agree. Early mornings, weekends works best for most. Okay, great. Great, Angel P. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people ask me about what happens to their loved ones. And, I've had I feel like it's just been a huge gift to be able to dream about my father, who's passed on a long time now. He's been passed on for about 30 years now. I've been able to communicate with my family members who have passed on, who give me messages, as well as other connections that I have. Um, I am such an ordinary person. I will tell you that it feels weird to say that I speak to angels or guides or beings because when I do say it and it's coming out of my mouth, I think, I know I'm in the right place because this is the spiritual channel. But at the same time, I think we have to get used to the fact that we can be receptive and open in our everyday life to communicating with the other side. So, do I believe that your pets will be there? Yes. Do I believe that there is the other side? Yes. I don't even think it's an other side. I think it is a dimension and that we are able to go to those dimensions either through meditation or through our dreams. The other questions I get is a lot about, people today, the happenings of what's happening today. I think a lot of people are justifiably concerned. And interesting enough, I really want to share this. When I was about 19, which was a few years ago, I came across a book, and this book was called Vision Tomorrow, and it was by Edmund Harold. And somebody gave me the book. I don't know how I got this book, but in this book, it talks about everything that's happening today. Now, I have there's a bit of conflict and internal conflict for me because it is so exact. Like when I sit down, sometimes my husband and I will sit right there, we're watching TV. I'll hear the events of the world, and it's almost like word for word what's happening right now. And it's a bit spooky, but there's another part of me that knows that we as creators and powerful creators, we can create our own realities and create our own peace, and that things aren't just written in stone, and that we can have an effect on the reality that we do see. So, if you are interested, that book is by Edmund Harold, and I think it's out of print, but that's how old it is. It's out of print, but I think you can find it. So, Vision Tomorrow, Edmund Harold, if you're into that. But at the same time, I will say, it kind of goes against what I believe in that I don't think that we should be in fear. I don't think we should look for others to predict our today or our tomorrow. I think that we should be the ones who actually create those dimensions. And some of you also know that I have a science background, mostly in biology, but because when I was taking the programs that I had to take, at university, I had to learn a lot about chemistry, physics, and things like that. And from what I understand about physics and the thought leaders in that space, both the older thought leaders such as Einstein, who is now gone, and Tesla, who's now gone, but also the new thought leaders who are actually working in quantum physics and quantum mechanics, they have some really interesting and dynamic things to say about what is real and what is not real. And I will be discussing those things on my channel, maybe not too far. Like, I don't want to complicate. I like things to be simple, but I will tell you one of the experiments was the double slit experiment that I love to quote, where scientists shot through particles, and the particles, when they went through the slits, were either waves or particles. It wasn't like what they thought it was going to be. And when people watched these particles, these atoms, excuse me, atoms go through the slits, they behaved either like a particle or a wave. And yeah, that to me is a really important experiment, and that experiment proves that whatever intention we have on it has an influence on what we're seeing and what we're experiencing, whether it's an individual or as a collective. So yeah, I definitely will bring those things up. Finally, before I head out, I would love to hear what you would like to hear on my channel, the new and improved communication. And my primary goal is connection. So I will be using the live streaming at least 50% of the time so that you can all ask questions, and then I will also be making videos. Hi, Silvia and all. It's so nice to see you again. Hey, Iris. Also, I wanted to let you know, guess what? Guess what, guys? Those of you who have been on my channel in the past, I am going to see Shelly G. I'm actually flying out with my husband. I'm going to go out and meet her in Florida. And so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna document that whole process as well. I'm also going on a retreat, a meditation retreat, in another location. Actually, it's going to be in on the west side of Mexico, and I'm excited to do that as well. And I want to share what the whole process, me flying down there, the meditation, and all the things that come from there. I find that when I go to different places, different areas stimulate different parts of my spiritual awakening during this process. And when I go away to what I like to call hot spots or high energy spots or vortex areas, last time I went to this retreat in Mexico, there was literally a vortex in the sky looking down from the plane, and I took a photograph of it. I would love to share that photograph right now, but I didn't set everything up for that right now. But yeah, I want to share more of those things. And in addition to that, if you've been wanting to start your own YouTube channel, I am starting another channel where I'll be teaching uh, uh, both men and women, but mostly over 50. And the reason I'm choosing to do that is because I think that that is a group of people, A, that I love to speak with, but B, that is sometimes marginalized. And to me, I would really love for you to be able to learn how to put your gift out to the world. So if you're interested in that, actually, I'm going to just write my email in the chat, and you can email me. I'm writing it right now. If you're interested in that, let me know, and I will send you an email and let you know what the channel name is. Actually, it's going to be called Launch Lab 50 Plus, and I love to help people who are spiritually inclined learn how to hone in their message and to, either start a channel, write a book, make a website, do all that kind of stuff. Because not only do I love to do it, but I love to teach people how to do it. Okay, that's enough. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. Goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you on Saturday early. And I really look forward to it. Hope to see you all here. And I'll send an email out to everybody on the list because I know they were not expecting me to show up today, but it was really nice to be warmly greeted by you all. Bye-bye.